I'm sorry. That was me, doctor. I have got a surprise gift of a doctor's visit for a really fancy thyroid specialist in Birmingham on Thursday. I couldn't get an appointment with a thyroid doctor anywhere close, and I talked to one of my relatives on Steve's side, and they had a friend that was a thyroid doctor. Her husband's friend is a thyroid doctor in Birmingham. And so I'm being rushed in to take that appointment the day after tomorrow. And so normally I would have let doctor's appointment phone calls go by, but not that one. I'm so excited to get that appointment. And I'm so sorry I had to interrupt our video, but I had to receive that phone call on the same phone that I'm doing a YouTube video with. Anyway, crazy day. And so thank you for jumping back on, guys. I'm so sorry about that. But anyway, life happens, and that's what's so wonderful about YouTube, because we're soaping and it's real. This is real. This is happening right now. It's not happening later. This is happening right now. And that's what I wonderfully love about this is real life. YouTube is real life. I love to sit at home and just watch life. I just watch different families' channels and what they're doing, and I sit back and there's no commercials hardly much, you know, just here or there, and I just sit back and enjoy life. And so I encourage you to turn off the boob tube and turn on YouTube and start looking for families channels, for channels where people are showing you how they garden or how they raise animals or how they're doing something in the outback. Or I love it. I sit and do this all the time, and I realize that my new logo should be "Soaping is Life." So let's get soaping, and let's get soaping live. So anyway, so I got to go to thesage.com, okay, because I get quick and speedy delivery. Because what is the question? The question is, if you have preservative that will only hold up to, let's say, 140 degrees for you to put your preservative in the lotion, then what happens when you take that lotion to the beach and leave it out on a beach towel in the sun? What happens when you leave it in your car on the beach in the sun? What happens when you leave it in your car? It kills the preservative, and your product becomes viably unsafe. So, like for companies that sell preservative, like for like Walmart, when you go to Walmart, oh, they're putting 5-10 times the amount of preservative required, because they know people don't know, and they don't think they can educate everybody in the world that buys their product to keep their lotion from getting super hot. So they put tons. Oh, looks like we got a free sample. I don't think I bought anything. Oh, I think I did buy this. Oh, I'm excited. It is pink sugar type fragrance oil. And I said to myself, but this is a pretty small bottle. I usually don't buy something this small. This is 1 ounce, but I must have, because I remember thinking, I want to make some candles. Pink sugar. Oh, cotton candy. It's cotton candy. Come tell me what you think. This is Cheryl.
Smells really good.
Yeah.
Really good.
So, do you think that'd smell good in a candle?
Yeah.
Yeah. Would you like it in soap?
Yeah. It smells kind of perfumey almost.
Yeah. It's not super strong though. For those of you who like super strong fragrances, this one does not jump out and go, woohoo! This one says, hey guys, don't I smell good? So anyway, so if you're looking for a possible, do you think it smells like cotton candy? It says pink sugar. it makes me sort of think of cotton candy, that pink cotton candy.
Yeah.
But it's not super like right on it. But in any case, this would be really great for your Christmas selections and everything if you're interested in making stuff with fragrance. And I'm so happy I got to smell it. And I'm going to try it in some candles. Now, back to this subject. I've got all discombobulated now because of what was going on. But just look at this. It's like a total bubble haul. So take this bubble and shove it right down in our bubble bin. And you need to think about where you get your preservative. So, all right, so a lot of you was probably on the first video, but some of you didn't. And then some people from the first video didn't get into this second one. I am sorry, but here is how it goes, okay? So, I'm not plugged up, hang on. I plugged my phone into the caddy, but I didn't plug the caddy into the wall. Okay, so preservative can only get your lotion preservatives should only be bought in the winter. And I only buy it in the winter because what happens when you buy it in the summer is it sits in a transfer truck and gets bloody hot in the August and June and July. It gets super hot in those trucks. And if by chance you order and they don't ship it out till a Friday, you know on Sunday where it's sitting. It's going to sit somewhere in a transfer truck, hell, on a parking lot while the driver gets his day off on Sunday, and all the UPS and FedEx and the post office is all closed. It's going to sit out in a transfer truck waiting to be opened up on Monday, and the transfer trucker guy is going to come in on Saturday evening, drop that load on the floor, pick him up and empty, and get ready for picking up a load on Monday. So we do our preservative purchasing in the winter, and I want you to do this too, and that's why I'm making this video, is because I don't ever want you to have lotion that goes bad because your preservative was bad. And that's what happened to me one time, is I ordered all the way from the other end of the world in I guess warm months, and it took weeks for it to get there. And I looked at the tracking later, it had definitely sat on a Sunday in a transfer truck. And when I made, I mean, like 400 or 500 ounces of product, and they all went bad. So this right here was bought in the winter. It came shipped to me in the winter. It did not get over the recommended temperature. And so this will be safe for me to use all year long. This will not have a shortened shelf life because of the problem or nothing. And now, let me see. Yeah, I'm charging now. So that's what I wanted to talk to you about, was pick a place that you can get it shipped to you quickly. Do you know what I did? I called and harassed the poor lady that answered the phone, and I wanted to know exactly when was the last time they refilled their supply. And she had to look it up for me, and they had just got in a brand new shipment. And I said, okay, I'll take a gallon. And it took some time, but you know, it's only got so much shelf time, preservative. So if they've bought it and kept it, and like, let's say they bought a drum of it, and they dispensed it out over the course of a year, and they haven't bought another drum yet, and they still have it on the shelf, then that means that preservative is at least a year old. So you've already lost a year of your shelf life for your product. And that's my opinion. So you want to get fresh product. You want to get product that you buy during the winter, and you want to get it from a place that ships out fast or is really close to you. I used to go with a place that was really close to me, but I discovered that they turn over their product faster and they ship to me really fast. So I said, okay, I'm gonna go back with the Sage. So that's what I did. I go with the Sage. So for your preservative, buy in the winter. Okay? And then think about temperatures. Look at the different preservatives and pick one that has, you know, don't pick one that has like 120 degrees or 120 or 100 degrees. Pick one out that has a strong shelf life and also that tolerates temperature well. This one here, I put in at 140. I think that I remember researching that the preservative, once in the lotion, can hang on up to 170. So now let's see what comments we've had. Yes, Pam Wayman, you have paid. I think you're the lady that has paid for a class that just happened and just completed and hadn't been taken off the board yet. If not, you're still a person that she's needing to get a hold of. So Pam Wayman, please contact Hillary. I think it could even be regarding the class tonight. And she said, okay. Woo! All right, we're getting things done. All right, so now I wanted to tell you that I use Optifin preservative. And the reason I use Optifin preservative is it's paraben-free, formaldehyde-free, so therefore I don't break out and other people don't break out, and hopefully it don't give people cancer. If you've ever been in school and put a frog in formaldehyde, that was the reason why you don't want to lather yourself in it in your lotion. All right. So let's see what kind of fun stuff we got going on. So I bought me tons of black cumin. I love black cumin. I take black cumin every day. A lot of my customers take black cumin every day. Oh, I got honey fragrance. I bought some honey fragrance. And I think they've got the best honey fragrance out there. Coconut fragrance and sandalwood fragrance. All right, so you've got that done. So come over here and start helping me with that. So we're gonna start unwrapping things. Come over here on this side, and what you're gonna do is you take this bag off, and then you take. They put a little sticker on their boxes. You take and you cut the sticker, and then you open it up, and ta-da. I think this box is smaller than usual. Yeah. Oh, yeah. There's a couple other ones in there that's smaller. It looks like they're, yeah, because they do move around in that one. Anyway, start separating them out. Oh, I got Rose Garden, but look. They've gotten a smaller size. I use these for shipping stuff. They should have talked to me about this first. But they have. They've made their boxes smaller. So we're going to smell some of those. I got clean cotton, blueberry. I'm really looking forward to smelling the blueberry. Now, I tried their sandalwood in hot processed soap, and I thought for sure there would be no problem. And it sold like crazy. People didn't care, but it was weak smelling. And I thought, well, maybe that's just the way it is with with this right here. Something just went flashing on my screen, but everything seems okay. Oh no, she's asking questions. Right here, but this is their sandalwood. So if you're making homemade perfumes or body sprays, this is the most awesome sandalwood. It smells good, but for soap, it's not real potent. It's not just disappear or nothing, but it's not real potent. But I still use it in soap. But I'm limited. I can't use a lot of fragrances from other companies. I have allergies, so if I can use it, this is natural, and this is better for you too. So I tell you, try it. Has the blueberry got opened? No, right. I want to smell the rose garden. Now, I love the rose garden. I was trying to think if the rose garden is one that makes you think of grandma. Where are you at? Yes, if you want to make some powders or spray or lotion and you want it to make you think of your grandma that used to buy that rose smelling perfume from Avon, here she is. It even has the little green back note to it. It's really quite awesome, and it's called Rose Garden. All right. And then this is our blueberry. I've never had this one before. Oh, it's heavenly too. Does it make you think of blueberry cream cheesecake? Or just blueberry? You're not sure? Oh, you're not a blueberry person. Just because she doesn't like blueberries, suddenly she's an unhelpful individual, and it's all right. It almost gives me that cream cheese, that little bit of back note. So we'll see. Here's the clean cotton. And that's exactly what it smells like. It smells like laundry, cling-free sheets that's not like floral, just like your basic smell. Really, really nice for that. That's really quite popular. On the black pins, put $15.99 on those. Don't mess up their safety seals and put them on the shelf out there before we put them. Oh, peppermint candy cane. Well, I'll have to tell you, essential oils, Essential Depot's peppermint essential oil smells better, but it is still really, really good. And with peppermint, you always have to worry about over pepperminting something to the point that you irritate somebody's skin. So you can put this in there and then just add a little bit of real peppermint to soup it up. All right, and we got 2 shea butters. Those go out on the retail shelf. Have you got some orange stickers? Yeah, go get some orange stickers. Look in there and see if I have a thing of honey. This one? Yes. Ooh, cherry blossom. I know I need sandalwood. That one needs to go in there, so I have sandalwood. But do I have honey in there?
Yeah.
Is it full? All right, here, take this honey. Put it in there too. Make sure, see if there's any other honeys. We need 2 honeys. I make a honey soap. Different company though, isn't it? Yeah. All right, we'll go ahead and leave that one there. All right. Cherry blossom. I like it. What do you think?
Kind of almost smells like fresh linen, maybe.
She says it smells like fresh cherry linen. Yeah, she shook her head, yeah. The coconut one. And a lot of these are fragrances. We're talking, these are fragrances I've purchased. About every 3 months I refill my fragrance shelf for customers to buy. And for me, for the few things that I make with fragrance. This coconut definitely makes you think of coconut. I mean, this is spot on. Awesome right there. That's good. Matter of fact, I almost wonder if I wouldn't like to make a coconut soap. I think I might put that in my pile. All right. I need these here, those, you know, I told you. And these, and you know where those go, don't you? Put about 4 of them back here, but I think I bought quite a few more than that. So there's more coming out. So you can go ahead and price those. Yeah, see, here's more. There's like, keep 4, like keep these 4. Just take these 4 and just set them over there. You leave them in the box, and then the rest of them put on the shelf. Oh, cocoa butter. The smell was radiating. Essential Depot, cocoa butter is expensive right now, but Essential Depot has some awesome cocoa. I love Essential Depot's shea butter and cocoa butter better than anybody else's ever. This is where you want to go for it. They go right to the source and get it, and then they don't go and, you know, and purify it and treat it and, you know, and heat it up so hot it don't smell anymore and all this stuff. It's great. Oh, it's magic. Okay, that sandalwood there, we're going to put one more sandalwood in my pile, and then these 2, oh, that's chocolate, that goes out there, and that sandalwood goes out there, but I need one more of these, at least, in my pile over here of fragrances that I use. And then dragon's blood. There's more though. Lemon blossom. There's another sandalwood. I'm going to put another sandalwood on there. Peppermint. That's another peppermint. And a lemon blossom. We'll get those opened up and I'll give them a sniff. Except for the peppermint, we've already sniffed it, so it can go ahead and go on out. Oh my God, that cocoa butter! It just makes you want to eat it. So while she's working on that, I'm going to go ahead and open up this other box. Essential Depot has gotten really a little bit hard to shop on lately. There's red letters everywhere, codes, coupons, memberships, all this kind of stuff. And I'm going to do a video explaining that and how to get the best prices for your money and how to get the codes and how to use the codes so that you can get the best prices when you go there. Because none of the prices that's actually listed when it says here's the item, how much it is, that's not how much it is. That's how much it is if you're not, a member, an Essential Depot member. But that is not the price. And if you're a soaper, you're going to be a member. I mean, you buy too much from them not to get the 20% off. And if I think they've stopped doing lifetime memberships. Lifetime memberships is 30% off, and so I get 30% off. What did I do with my little knife? I know, there we go. All right. Okay, so let me move around. So I'm going to do a video on that. This right here needs to just go up there. And that other block, I've got a block of shea butter I bought. It goes back out on the shelf because we got into there fine when I ran out of the big one. We got, see, it's over there, it's open. And I love Essential Depot's packing system. They have finally nailed it down on their packing system. It's all recycled cardboard predominantly, and some recycled plastic. But it really keeps things from getting damaged, and you are not sending so much stuff to the dumpsters with your cardboard. You know what you can make with these cardboard boxes? You can make starter bricks for your fireplace or for your bonfires. You mix up, you shred, you buy a shredder and you shred paper and cardboard, and you sort of like making a paper mache. But of course we use our boxes to ship in, and we have a recycle program that comes right to my back door and gets any cardboard box that I can't utilize. And I challenge you, don't be a consumer, be a conserver, because this world, this is all we got. We got to make it last, and we want it to last for our children and for our children's children. Oh, yeah. All right, so now if you use vitamin E, this is the best place to buy vitamin E, because it's just a little squirt per loaf, because this is full strength vitamin E. It's also food grade, so you can get your vitamin E supplement right here from the bottle. And so it's food grade and kosher. These are going to have to go up, I think. We'll have to look at what I paid for them. There's some out there already on the shelf. Well, I believe Bridget said that we sold the last one. So if we sold the last one, put $18.99. All right, and we got some more shea butter, and I got one of these for free. I mean, y'all got to see me how I build my orders so that I can cut down my shipping, and also how I use these codes and stuff to save money. And so I got this one actually for free. It was just a deal for membership this time. You remember what I told you for that? And then I buy the coconut oil, and I sell it here in my store. This is the organic coconut oil in the 1 pound packages. You're gonna have to go look at how much this is out there on the shelf. The coconut oil. So I bought 3, but I got 1 for free. So that brought the price down on all the others. I bought fresh sweet almond oil for retail. I find that almond oil retails out easily, but I wanted to talk to y'all. I'm gonna have to find out what, I'm gonna have to look the price up on that before you put it on the board. But I wanted to tell you know, it's just a good selling idea. You see these little bottles here that have the little pop-up thing and everything? If you are selling on your, on your, at farmers markets or whatever, your sale tables, you can buy these little empty bottles. You could put argan oil in some, jojoba oil in some, what do you call it? Hemp oil in some. You could put, you just put all your, the different oil, almond oil, apricot oil, and you could sell these little, it's little 2-ounce bottles of oil on your sale tables. And now think of, and glycerin, you could sell the vitamin E, you could sell the glycerin, buy it straight from them and leave their labels. But think about it, also on your sale tables, you could take your glycerin and you could purchase from me, or from anybody, CBD crystals, and you could put the CBD already in the oil so that you're selling a person an oil that already has CBD in it. So that's another little idea. I love these little bottles, and I'm thinking about ordering some of these, and then when I, like I sell jojoba oil. I sell almond, apricot, all these little oils out there, and put them in these little 2 ounces and make pretty labels for them, and sell them here on my shelves where I've poured them up, because one, I can sell them cheaper because I can produce them cheaper than I can buy them because we have the Cosmetic kitchen. So I got more coconut. Now here's some mystery boxes. I gotta figure out what's in these mystery boxes. Oh, and I still got another box to open. And who's ready for essential oil class? Look over there. Look at the counter. All the essential oils are sitting over there waiting on me. We're setting up for class for tonight. Who's gonna join us? We have 4 spots left. Only 30 bucks. It's an online class on a group page on Facebook that only people that have paid for the class can get on the group and watch the go live video. And once you're on there, we'll leave you in there for a week until next week if there's a class, so that you can rewatch the video over and over. And if you're late, you've still got the ability to catch up, rewind and watch what you've missed. All right, I think this is pumice olive oil. I love their pumice olive oil. You don't go anywhere and order pumice olive oil and get that green of an oil. The greener it is, the closer it is to the first pressing. And that's what I want. Would you stick that one over there on our oil shelf? Now, I ordered, there was a cocoa butter supposed to come with that. Have I already pulled that out? This was a team on their website. It was cocoa butter and shea packed in the same box. It was a combo deal. I will have to get in touch with them. I don't have any coconut on. Yeah, almond oil is more expensive than the other oils on their website, so I'm going to have to look and see what I've got them for. I need another dragon's blood. Their dragon's blood bombs. Their dragon's blood is better than all dragon's blood. Never buy your dragon's blood, but from anywhere from Essential Depot when it comes to just plain old smell. And it's more naturally based. It's awesome. It will turn your soap brown. Let's see. There's the dragon's blood for the shelf. There's another black cumin. there's more dragon's blood. Oh, more dragon's blood. I bought lots of dragon's blood. I ran out and I didn't want that to ever happen again. I never ever want to be out of dragon's blood again. All right, we'll leave. Oh, that's a dragon's blood, isn't it? That's a dragon's blood. Oh, that's a dragon's blood. All right, we will just put, all right, we're just going to put those 2 on there. The rest of them's mine, oh mine. You can't have them. There we go, so I can make soap, because I've been out of dragon's blood soap, and I don't like it when the customers don't have what they need. All right, if this has got 10 pounds of shea butter in it, or 5 pounds of shea butter, nope. Coconut oil. This is some awesome coconut oil. I'll have to look up the prices for that. I love these boxes. I need to see if I can buy these boxes from Essential Depot, because they buy them by the trillions, you know. Just send me 1,000,000 of this size. And but isn't this the most awesome box for shipping? I mean, what soaper wouldn't love to have a collection of these boxes for sending out their stuff? I mean, aren't they awesome? So I save all of them and we ship out of them. So buying from Essential Depot is also stocking up on recyclable shippables. Shipping agents. Coconut. I didn't even know I ordered 4 of these. But that says cocoa butter, does it not? On that big block. Okay. Alright. I'll have to get you the prices on these coconut ones. And then these 4 boxes goes in our recyclables. And I'm so excited to have a whole freaking gallon, and that's because we're going to be making a lot of CBD balm. I'm going to have to buy more preservative before the winter is out. But I got to remember to do it before it gets hot. And I want you to do the same thing. You got to remember to do it before it gets hot. Let's open this up. One of these sandal bloods. One of these sandalwoods or dragon bloods. Oh, it's just heaven. Sorry about that. I had a phone call come in. It's just heavenly. You'll love the dragon's blood. It does make you soap brown, but oh my gosh, it's awesome. Okay. And that's because it's dragon's blood's naturally red. And when you add it, it ends up making brown. I don't know, maybe it ended up making red if you didn't use hemp oil. But I use hemp oil, and hemp is green. And so red and green. There you go. I got to call that one back. Well, I don't know who it is. Anyway, but I just wanted to bring y'all over and show y'all this. Oh, let me smell Pear Fantasia. Pear Fantasia. The names they come up with. Very, very clean smelling. Very, very, very candy pear. Very, very, very good. Love it. Doesn't smell like a blossom. It smells like the actual pear. Okay, so Hillary says that y'all want to know how I take the black cumin. I take the black cumin a few drops every day under my tongue. It is a oil, not an essential oil. Have you heard of people taking olive extract? And that's where they take the whole plant of the olive and they do an extract from it, so it's the leaf, the stem, the fruit, the seed, everything. Well, and they take it for health purposes. So some oils have health benefits, and black cumin has health benefits. And if you would like to read about those, if you will get your Google app out and hit the little speakerphone and say health benefits of black cumin oil. Some people call it black seed oil, and all that good stuff. So what they do to make black cumin is there's these little seeds in this plant, the Niagara salvia plant, the little bitty black seeds, and they take them and they put them in a press, and the Egyptian men hand turn that press. Oh, go dangly. And they squeezes all the oil out of the seeds, and then they strain the, my goodness, then they strain the seeds and strain the oil and put it in those bottles, and that is awesome stuff, let me tell you. And so whenever you're dealing with the black cumin, you just read about it. There's all kinds of people wanting to give you dosages and stuff like that, and whatnot. I tell people, if you got something wrong with you, it's an immune system booster, or regulator, I should say. It's an immune system regulator. So if you take your black cumin, just a few drops a day, and then after a couple of months or so, nailed down to just a few times a week, that's good. But if you have something wrong with you, like my dad has leukemia, that's all he takes. That and 2 herbs, and he don't take any pharmaceuticals, and he's went into remission now. And he takes a half a teaspoon a day. So if you got something wrong with you, you got to take more. It's also great for autoimmune diseases. Now, I have been taking black cumin for 8+ years, okay? And I don't get sick. And over the past year, we've been going through so much stress, so much out of the norm. My whole life turned upside down with this kid of Steve's, and trying to go through all of that we went through. It was hell. And I kept forgetting to bring black cumin home. Black cumin is an autoimmune disease balancer, and that's what they say I have. They say I've got an autoimmune problem. So I've went back on my black cumin, but it's been like a year where I maybe took it once or twice in a month's time, because I just keep forgetting, and I'd bring a bottle home, and then I'd misplace it. And so I'm back on the religious, take the black cumin every day thing, and hope it helps to sort me out. But still, I don't get like flu and food poisoning and viruses. I don't get none of that because I take the black cumin. All right, so now I've got to let my phone charge up because it is 5:14. And my battery is low, and I have got to charge it up so that we can do our essential oil class today. And our pre-class starts at 6 o'clock, and it is 5:14. I have not seen any payments come in for class, but if you do, last minute, scrape in here and want to go to our essential oil class tonight, which happens in about an hour. When you go to soapykisses.com, soapykisses.com, you immediately pay for the essential oil class and immediately go back to the Soapy Kisses and get Hillary's email address. We love Hillary. She keeps us organized. And you email Hillary with proof of your payment. And she will see your screenshots where you paid, and then she will get you to the right place. And your PayPal button should take you, when you complete the payment, it should take you to the Facebook group that you need to join too. So you can go ahead and hit the join button. All right. Bye, everybody. Love you. See those of you in an hour or less than an hour that I'm having class with.